Hey there, clever masterminds. It's your homeboy, Clever Boy 86. Guys, this is the next episode in my South Dakota story series. If you guys haven't seen the first episode, that was yesterday's vlog. Basically, I told the story of the first time I visited South Dakota. Basically, I stayed in South Dakota for a few weeks because my parents were packing up our apartment in New York because we were getting ready to move to Vegas. And I stayed in South Dakota for a few weeks while my parents were packing up our apartment. So if you guys haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. But anyways, today I'm going to be telling you guys the story of the time that we rented a log cabin in this little town called Custer. It was me, my parents, my grandparents, my aunt and uncle, and my cousins, Nick and Cooper. And we stayed in this log cabin in this town called Custer. And we stayed there for about a week. And it was a lot of fun. So I'm going to be telling you guys that story. I'm actually going to tell it with Dad. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get this vlog started. Alright guys, so it's time for me to tell the story of the time we all vacationed in a log cabin in this town called Custer in South Dakota. So in tomorrow's vlog, I'm going to tell you guys the story of the first time I visited the farm back in 2014, which was when my aunt and uncle moved to South Dakota. Then on Thursday, I've already got a Throwback Thursday story planned for you guys. And then Friday, I'm going to tell you guys the story of when I flew to South Dakota in June of 2016. But I just thought it'd be cool to tell a couple South Dakota stories that I haven't told before. And then we'll get into the stories from when I was living in South Dakota for a year. But anyways, this is the story of the time we all vacationed in a log cabin. So the story takes place in the summer of 2013. I want to say maybe August of 2013. We all vacationed in this log cabin. It was me, my parents, my grandparents, my aunt and uncle, and my cousins Nick and Cooper. And we were all in this log cabin. And I remember during this vacation, my cousins and I were obsessed with the app Vine. This was when the app first came out, and it was really popular. And I used to do a lot of Vines back when Vine was still alive, R.I.P. Vine. But quick side note, I heard they're, rebooting the app. They're doing, Vine 2 or something. That's supposed to hit, I think, summer this year, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyways, I remember during this time, my cousins and I were obsessed with Vine. We each had our own Vine account, and we would make Vines together, and it was a lot of fun. So, anyways, we stayed in this cabin for about a week, and it was a lot of fun. I actually have one story of the time that we went water tubing, and I got stranded in the middle of a lake. So, I'm going to tell you guys that story real quick, and then I'll have Dad talk about what he remembers from the vacation. Anyways. So we went water tubing, and it's basically you're being pulled behind a boat, and you're in this, inner tube. So I was holding on to the boat, and I was in this, little tube, and the boat was going pretty fast, and I fell off the tube, and I was stranded in the middle of the lake, and the boat came back around and got me, but yeah, I got stranded in the middle of a lake while going water tubing, but yeah, it was still pretty fun, and had a fun time. So, yeah, but that was a really fun vacation. It was my first time staying in a log cabin, and it was a lot of fun. So, anyways, I'll have Dad talk about what he remembers from that vacation. Yeah.
So, when we went to this trip to Custer, this was in Custer, South Dakota. This was very near where I grew up. And but even so, we were driving there the first night, got totally lost because this was on back roads. You had to, the GPS didn't work so well out there, and I forgot, we drove around for quite a while before we finally found where we were going. And we weren't the only people. We were staying at this cabin. It was very large, and we were staying there with my parents, and also my uncle was there.
Oh, right, Uncle Gray was there.
Yeah, and then seemed like somebody else was there, but I'm not sure who. But a lot of other people came and ate meals there. My cousins, right?
Yeah.
Came there, and so it was very fun. And the water tubing experience that Clever Boy's talking about was when during the trip when we went to see some friends of mine who were had a boat over on this nearby lake called Lake Angostura, and so we'd taken a kind of a side trip over there. It was like a couple hours away, I think, or something, and that's where the water tubing took place, and it's kind of a big lake there. So yeah, that was very very fun. And then another day, we went to this place called there's this town called Hot Springs, and they actually have an actual hot springs there, where you go in indoor pool that's all warmed by actual warm springs. And so we went there and went to that and swam in that pool, and they have slide there and stuff, and that was a lot of fun. So
Yeah, I remember that.
and then there was the one night we went over to the steakhouse across the way, and where all the cowboys were. Do you remember that?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and we had a steak at a real cowboy steakhouse too. So
Yeah, that was fun.
that was fun. That's what I remember of the trip.
Yeah, it was a fun trip.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, I'm going to end the vlog here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed hearing the story of the time we all vacationed in a log cabin. That was a lot of fun. So stay tuned for tomorrow's vlog. Like I said, I'll be telling the story of the first time I went out to the farm. And also, for those of you who don't know, I started a new series called Story Time with Dad, where Dad basically tells stories from his life. I've already done 2 videos. Dad's told the story of the time he almost didn't go through his high school graduation ceremony because he didn't wear the proper clothes, and also the day that I was born. So if you guys want to hear those stories, there's a playlist on my channel called Storytime with Dad, so definitely check those out. So yeah, Dad's got some pretty crazy stories, so stay tuned for some more Storytime with Dad videos. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to end the vlog here. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you all for the next one. Alright, bye guys.